Dear students, today let's read and understand the poem The Sower written by Toru Dutt from GEMS English Reader Class 8. About the poem. The Sower is Toru Dutt's actual translation of Victor Hugo's original poem in French called Saison des Semailles les Soirs. It's a French word meaning season of sowing the evenings. Saison means season. DES, that is, the meaning is off. It's pronounced as day. Semai means sowing, lay is the, and swar means evening. It's a French word. Toru Dutt from 1856 to 1877 made a mark in literature in spite of her premature death at the age of 21. The Bengali poet translator is often considered the first Indian poetess to write in French and English. Toru produced an impressive collection of poetry and prose. She published a series of English translations of French poetry between March 1874 and 1877. Stanza 1. Sitting in a porchway cool, sunlight I see dying fast. Twilight hastens on to rule, working hours have well nigh passed. Porchway means a covered area that leads to the entrance of a house. Twilight is the time after sunset and before it becomes completely dark. Hasten means to hurry, be quick to do something. And well nigh past, nigh means near. So well nigh past means nearly over, almost over. The poet says that he was sitting in the cool porchway and watching the sun set. Sunlight I see dying fast means the sun was setting very quickly. Twilight hastens on to rule. That means soon the evening approaches and the twilight starts to rule, starts to dominate the light. That is, the darkness starts spreading all over. The working hours are almost over. At such a time when there is very little light, people stop their work and go back to their homes. Here, people working in farms are being referred to. As it becomes very difficult to see in the dark, they stop working. Stanza 2. Shadows run across the land, but a sower lingers still. Old, in rags, he patient stands. Looking on, I feel a thrill. Sower means a farmer, the one who sows the seeds. Linger means to stay back. Patient means to remain calm when there is difficulty or when you have to wait for a long time. Thrill means a pleasant excitement. And rags are torn clothes. Shadows run across the land. Shadows are longest during twilight. Specifically at sunrise and sunset, you have the longest shadows. So the poet is trying to say that it is getting dark and everything is casting long shadows. Among the shadows, one sower, one farmer can be seen. This sower stays back, he doesn't go away. He is old, in rags, that is, in torn clothes, and he stands there very patiently. The poet feels thrilled to watch him. Stanza 3. Black and high, his silhouette dominates the furrows deep. Now to sow, the task is set. Soon shall come a time to reap. Silhouette means the outline of his body. Dominate means more important or noticeable than others. Furrows are lines in a field that are made for planting the seeds. Reap is to cut and collect a crop. The poet says that the sower's silhouette, the dark shadow of the sower, keeps growing as the night approaches. It spreads over the deep furrows and is dominating the furrows because there is no one else around. Now to sow, the task is set. According to the poet, the sower may be thinking it is the time to sow the seeds, and so he is doing it. Soon the crops will grow, and then the sower will be able to reap the crops, the fruit of his hard labor, his dedicated work. This stanza has a lesson for all of us. The lesson is that we should continue working hard even when others give up. This way, we will be able to get the fruits of our hard work, our labor. Stanza 4. Marches he along the plain, to and fro, and scatters wide. From his hands the precious grain, muse I as I see him stride. Marches means walks. Plain means the farm. To and fro means from one end to the other and back. Muse means to think carefully. Stride means walk with long steps. So the sower is seen marching along the plain, walking to and fro from one end to the other and again back to the first one. The farmer is walking on the farm. And from his hands he scatters precious grains in the field. The grains are called precious because they will soon grow into crops. To muse means to think carefully. So the poet is thinking very carefully. He is thinking about all the activity that the sower is doing as he is walking and doing his work. Stanza 5. Darkness deepens, fades the light. Now his gestures to mine eyes are august and strange. His height seems to touch the starry skies. Gestures means movements of hand and head to express something. August means respected and impressive. Soon the darkness becomes deeper and the light is gone. That means that the night has finally appeared. The poet can no longer see the gestures, the actions of the sower properly. They seem strange, which he cannot understand now. But in his eyes, the gestures of the sower is very respectful and impressive. He says that the height of the sower seems to touch the starry skies. That means that it becomes so dark that the sower is completely invisible now. Now, in this stanza, the poet is telling us that the sower's actions are respectful because he does not sow only for himself. So the sower appears to be a towering personality whose nobility elevates his position such that his height seems to be touching the starry skies. Because his actions are noble, he is not just doing the work for himself, he is not sowing only for himself. So he is doing something very noble and his actions are making him very respectful as if he is touching the skies. Let's do a quick recap of the word meanings. Porchway, a covered area that leads to the entrance of a house. Twilight, the time after sunset and before it becomes completely dark. Hasten, hurry, or be quick to do something. Well nigh past, nearly over or almost over. Sower, farmer, the one who sows the seeds. Linger, stay back. Patient, remain calm when there is difficulty. Thrill, pleasant excitement. Rags, torn clothes. Silhouette, outline of a body. Dominate, more important or noticeable than others. Furrows, lines in a field that are made for planting seeds. Reap, to cut and collect a crop. Marches, walks. Plains, farm. To and fro, from one end to the other and back. Muse, think carefully. Stride, walk with long steps. Gestures, movement of head, hand to express something. And august means respected and impressive. Now we'll quickly go through the figures of speech. Figures of speech. The first one is personification. Sunlight I see dying fast. The next is shadows run across the lands. After that, black and high his silhouette dominate the furrows deep. And the last one, twilight hastens on to rule. So here human qualities are given to non-human things. Sunlight is shown as dying, shadows are shown as running. The silhouette is black and high. It is dominating the furrows deep. Dominating is a quality of human beings. It is given to a non-human entity. Second, inversion. Now to sow the task is set, and marches he along the plain. So this is incorrect prose order. After that, third is alliteration. Seem to touch the starry skies. So S is being repeated. Seem, starry skies. Then sunlight I see dying fast. Sunlight and see. S is repeated. From his hand the precious grain. His hand, H is being repeated. Number 4 is hyperbole. His height seems to touch the starry skies. Here you can see that overstatement is being used. After that, antithesis. Darkness deepens, fades the light. Darkness and lights are opposites. Apostrophe. Dominates the furrow deep. Addressing an abstract idea for conveying intensity of action. Thank you for your time and attention. If you liked this video and you found it helpful, please give it a like and do not forget to share and subscribe to my channel to get more such content. See you in my next video. Till then, take care, bye bye, and God bless.